Forex trader making 10K a month and then some. Young, rich, and hungry. That's why I'm making money. And eating good. Crypto wallet, they getting chubby. Hop on, check the factory. Murk the market like a casualty. Clear a couple thousand casually. Finding my freedom financially. Break it down like anatomy. Increasing my mental capacity. Up, no gravity. Popping ranks in the academy. Quit my job, I was.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's session. It is Sunday, guys. This is the night where we learn and we earn and we work towards the rest of the week, guys. I am super excited, and I just want to let you guys know that if you are brand new, welcome. I'm super excited to be your guys' educator. My name is Matthew Thayer. A lot of people call me Matty Pips. It's crazy the amount of songs that are out there now, guys. I'm just blown away. I mean, this culture that we are building here, guys, with I Am Mastery Academy, there are some good songs out there, guys, that are absolutely crushing it. If you guys cannot hear me, there is a microphone right here. So if you guys click that and you can volume all the way up, and then you'll be able to hear me, guys. So if you guys can hear me though, and if it is in real time, go ahead, type 111 in the chat. See, look at that, there's no lag. This is amazing. This is going on, I believe, the second week now of no lag. It has been absolutely game changing. Tonight, guys, for everyone that is brand new, this is the perfect session for you guys to be able to hop on. Tonight, I'm going to be going over the platform. I'm going to be going over, how we trade, how it works. I'm going to give you guys the mindset type of things that you need. I'm going to be going over, should you take a bonus, or what does the bonus do, and how to compound your account. I'm going to go over how withdrawals work. I'm going to go over kind of a little bit of everything, guys. So if you are brand new, this is the perfect session to be on, because this is the session that I go through everything step by step, very slowed down. This is a little bit longer of a session. It is live. And then during it, guys, during this live session, I do take trades. I do call out trades. So be prepared. Have your trigger finger ready. And, guys, just let's have some fun tonight. Look at that, though. Look at the ones in the chat. Everybody's super excited. Guys, real quick, though, let's go over the platform first. So, guys, for me personally, I got started trading, now a little over 2 years now. I've been a part of I Am Mastery Academy for a little over 3 years. It took me a while to start trading. For me personally, it was a little bit intimidating. I didn't really know, how trading worked. I didn't know what Forex was. But when I came across binary options, when I came across these live sessions, that's when I fell in love, because, man, I was like, I can do this. This is something that I can actually follow. For me, it was just simple. I was like, man, so you're telling me all I have to do is pay attention and I can make money. I was like, I can do that. I'm a very good copier. I was able to copy in high school. I was able to copy in college. That's how I got good grades. If you're going to allow me to copy off your trades and I can make money, I was like, dude, I'm all in. So that's how I started, guys. I put $500 in my account back in August of 2018. So it's been a little over 2 years. I'll be going on my 3-year mark this August. So I still got some time, until I've been trading for 3 years. But, I love this style because, it's transparent. It's very easy. So just want to make sure everybody can hear me. I want to make sure everybody can see me. Again, 111 in the chat, guys. If you guys can hear me, if you guys can see me. Am I on the right OBS? Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm getting weird phone calls from random numbers. I don't know who it is. But yeah, guys, this is the platform. It's very simple. Over here on the left-hand side is the different currency pairs that we can trade. Basically, guys, for everyone that's brand new, a currency pair is just basically one currency versus another currency. So when we're looking at the market, we're basically looking at the exchange rate. We're looking at a number. And that number changes all the time. It's different on all of these different pairs. But over here, guys, this is basically taking one currency versus another currency. And then we're looking at a number to see what that is. So right now I have Euro USD selected. So you guys can see that right here up the top, Euro USD. This orange line, for everyone that's brand new, this is basically how many US dollars it takes to acquire 1 euro right now. So if I was to go over to Europe to get a euro, I'd have to give them $1.21, probably 22 cents in order to acquire that euro. Now, there are some numbers on the back end. These are called bets, and that's what we trade. You know, guys, we trade basically very small movements. We're looking at the market in a very small fraction of the time. And when I call out trades, guys, I'm always calling out the last three numbers in the currency pair. So if I was talking about Euro USD right now, I would be talking about something around the 770s. I'd be like, right now the market's in the 770s, and you know what we need to do and how it works is we need to predict successfully what's going to happen here in the next couple minutes. So for me, guys, my trades are always 3 minutes long, and I'll get into why here in a little bit, but you guys can go ahead and select 3 minutes right now. So 3 minutes, this is what we're doing is we're basically predicting, you know, hey, in the next 3 minutes, price is either going to be above or below where it is right now. So we just have to know where is it going. So there's two options. There's a call option and then there's a put option. The number in the middle is where the market is right now. So let's just hypothetically say that we believed that the market was on its way down. Well, what we would want to do is we would want to press this put button as high as we possibly could, and then we would want the price to drop by the end of our 3 minutes. Now, all that matters, guys, so I'm going to take a $10 trade here. I'm just going to let you guys see what a live trade looks like here. When I go in, when I press put, it gives me a red line. So red for put, and if I was to go in for a call, it would be green. So price kind of comes down here, guys, a little bit. I'm going to go in for a call also, just so I can show you a little bit what both of these entries look like. But when it's red, that means that we predicted that price was going to be below that line by the expiration. Now the expiration is this time right here. So whenever you click call or put, guys, whatever time clock is up here, that's how long your trade's going to be. Now, some people are asking right now, wait a minute, I thought you said this was going to be a 3 minute trade. Well, guys, what I am on right now is called unfixed time. So this is a rolling clock, and the clock will count down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. So basically, so you guys can understand this, whenever I click call or put, I'm only gonna get this amount of time. Now, I like that. I don't want a full 3 minutes sometimes. Sometimes I only wanna be in a trade for 1 minute and 30 seconds. But as soon as the blinking dot here hits the purchase deadline, that's 1 minute and 30 seconds, it'll reset my clock to 3 minutes. Now, again, this right here is my trade. This is the trade that I decided to do. What happened was I took $10 out of my account and I put that into the market. And I told this platform that I believed in 3 minutes, price was gonna be lower than right here. To win the trade, guys, all that has to happen is price just needs to stay below this red line. If it stays below and crosses over this dotted red line, I will win the trade. Now, it doesn't matter how far it goes down, doesn't matter if it goes up a little bit. As you guys can see here, it did move up for a little bit here. That does not matter. Eventually, it dropped back down. Price is still below my line. Boom, as soon as it crosses that dotted red line, guys, you get a notification that says you cleared the trade, shows up as a green box. So right there, I basically just made $7 off a complete guess on a 3 minute trade. So for everyone that's brand new, guys, that's how a trade looks like, or that's what a trade looks like. And that's how, if I call it a trade, you guys will be able to follow along. So basically, I'll tell you which area or what number I want you to look for when we're trading. So on that specific trade right there, I basically would have called out this strike price right here. So if we were in a live trade, I would have said, guys, let's take a 3 minute put on Euro USD at 774. So all you would have waited for, guys, now that already happened, but all you would have waited for was for price to say 774. And as soon as it says 774, you would have just pressed the put button. Now, I would have taken it at 774. You would have taken it at 774. and we would have cleared because price ended at 766, which was lower than 774. So down here, guys, tell you exactly where you got in at, where it expired at, what you got in for, what time you started, what time you finished, how much you risked, and how much you made. Now that's your closed trades. Same thing though when you have an open trade. It'll tell you where you got in at. It'll tell you where price is right now. It'll tell you whether you got in for a call or a put. It'll tell you when you started, when you're gonna finish. The expiry time, guys, reflects over here also. So whatever your expiry time says, you can see that over here. You can actually see what time it is right now, so you know how much time you have left to your trade opportunity. Now, there is another feature, and it's called rollover. Now, rollover, guys, just means that you want to buy yourself more time. So if we're in a 3-minute trade and price goes the wrong way, we do have the option to buy ourselves some more time. Now, if we're in a 3-minute trade and we roll it over, the first time we're going to get an additional 3 minutes. Now, the second time we roll it over, we're going to get 6 minutes. So that is actually 12 minutes of total time trading.
Can everybody hear it okay?
If, we have to roll it over twice. Now for me, write this down, I have a rule. I'll only roll a trade over a max of 2 times. A max of 2 times because I want to make sure that I use proper risk management. Now, this also comes into a factor over here under the amount section. So guys, here's what I'm going to say. You are in control of your account. I'm not in control of your account. I don't trade your funds for you. All of the trades that I call out are just trade ideas. You don't have to take any of the trades that I call out. I'm just going to trade my money on these live sessions, and I'm going to take trades, and I'm going to let you guys know which trades I'm taking. Now, if you want to take them, you can. I'm not saying you have to, but if you do, just know that they are trade ideas. Now, the next thing I'm going to say to you is if you are going to take my trades, just so we can still have fun, you don't have to worry about winning or losing, please do not risk more than 3% of your account per trade. So what is 3%? Well, with the $500 account, guys, that would be $15. So in this amount section here, don't risk anything more than $15. That's 3% of a $500 account. Now, if you took the bonus, if you use the 200% bonus and you basically are starting out at $1,500, well, the most you can risk, guys, is $45. Now, let's get into the bonus and how the bonus works. Well, if you don't take a bonus, you're going to have only $500 in your account, which is fine. Now, if you don't take a bonus, guys, you can withdraw when you have turned your account over 2 times. So with $500 in your account, all your turnover has to say down here, guys, is $1,500. As soon as it says $1,500, whatever your account is at, you can withdraw. If you take a bonus, and I believe max 200 works on all 4 of these platforms: binary, Vide, race option, and IQ. They sent it in an email, 200% match on whatever you deposit. So if you put in 500, you'll start off at 1,500. Now, this is very important. If you take a bonus, realize that you cannot withdraw your account until you have turned over your entire amount 3 times, not 2 times, 3 times. Now, if you trade on a regular basis 4 or 5 times a week, you should be okay. You're gonna get your turnover. You guys look at mine, I've had over $83 million in turnover over the last 2 years. So, your turnover equals whatever you risk and whatever you profit. So if you risk an amount, that goes towards your turnover. If you win, the total amount goes towards your turnover. If you lose, the amount goes towards your turnover. So if you're trading, guys, and you're taking the 2 or 3 trades that we call out 5 times a week, you'll be able to hit that turnover probably in your first month. But again, don't risk anything more though than 3%. So 3% of a $1,500 account is $45. Now, your net balance will show underneath your total amount. So if you took a bonus, you'll have $1,500 in your account. Your net withdrawable balance will be $500. That is basically what's withdrawable. Now, as you trade and as you build your account, that net balance will grow. On this particular account, there's no bonus. This is just straight my account. Actually, I don't think you guys can see that right now. But in the top right-hand corner, I'll just show you guys. So you guys can see here. I want to be able to show you. So with the bonus, the top will say $1,500. And then under that, guys, it'll say net balance, what is withdrawable. So whatever is withdrawable is that's what you can take out. Once you've hit your turnover, I believe the bonus becomes like basically your entire account is withdrawable. That's what I've heard now from some people. I'm not 100% sure. I do know that whatever you risk, the profit here will go towards your withdrawable amount. So that gets into a compounding plan. Now, again, guys, this is just hypotheticals. This is just for me to give you a roadmap. Now, the things that I'm going to talk about, it's not guaranteed, so don't hold me to this. This is just for you guys to have a roadmap that you can write down and you can follow, okay? Because, you know, obviously past results aren't going to be, you know, future guarantees. You know, what we've been able to do now over the last, last 2 years, you know, it's not guaranteed to happen over the next 2 years. So I'm going to give you a roadmap. I'm going to first show you guys without a bonus. So if you have $500 in your account, my goal, guys, is to help you grow that an average of 2% a day over the next year. Now, 208 sessions breaks down to 4 times a week. 4 times a week times 52 weeks ends up being 208 total sessions. Now let's pretend like you didn't take out any money during that entire time. This would be your roadmap. You'd be able to take your account now from $500 to almost $31,000. Now, the reason why I concentrate, guys, on $31,000 is because here's the deal. Yeah, on day one, your goal is to only make basically $10. Grow your account by $10. Well, if we go back to the platform here, remember how I said you can risk $15 on a trade? That's $11.10. So just with one trade, you can make your 2%. And if you do that, guys, consecutively and consistently, look what happens here now. As we go here, okay, I'll X out of this real quick. Give me a second. Why this pops up sometimes. Let's refresh here. What's going on? It crashed. Compounddaily.org or what? Well, you guys can still see it. So $10, yes, your first day. Are you gotta be kidding me? We crashed this now?
Everybody did the same thing, crashed the site.
There was another one. I think it was this 500, 2%, 208 days. No, this ain't it. I know there's another one. Why is this one out? Okay, there we go. Everybody's trying to go to it. There's no reason for you guys to go to this website right now. I just want to be able to show you guys how it works.
It's kind of too late to say it now, Maddie.
We just crash everything, I guess.
That's pretty official, though.
You can crash anything.
I think we're going to have to start calling him Maddie the Crasher.
Do not speak that in the atmosphere, Michael.
No, ma'am.
Well, I can still break it down, but it's not going to make as much sense without the visual. I'm landlined into the there we go. Okay, so $500, 2%, 208 sessions, 500 to 30K. So $10, guys, on your first session, $11 a weekend. You know, obviously, guys, as it compounds, but look what happens on your year mark. Now your 2%, guys, turns into $602 now a session. So 602 times 4 sessions in a week, that's $2,400 now a week, just off growing 2% every session, from $500 to $31,000. Now, those four days over 4 weeks is almost $10,000 a month. Now, if you decide to take the bonus though, you start off at $1,500, still 2%, 208 sessions. You can almost become a 6-figure trader. Now, obviously, like I said, the results will vary. Depends on how well you can follow, how long you can learn this, and obviously as we go here. But look what happens. Day one, $30, and then as we fast forward, instead of only 600, now you're at 1,800, and then 1,800 times 4 is 7,200, guys, every week. Times that by 4 weeks in the month, that is almost $30,000 a month. And that's where my mind is blown. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If you grow, let's say 8% in a session. If you grow 8% in this session, you're done trading. So let's say we take 4 trades, we go 4-0, you're done. Now, if you lose 5%, you're also done. 5%, guys, stop trading. 8%, you're done. 5% you lost, you're also done. But the goal here is to have a 2% average over the next year. And if you can do that, guys, that's how you do it. Now, let's go over the cash trap training. So with the platform, guys, like I was saying, what we need to know is we need to know, hey, is price going up or is price going down? If you guys do not have cash trap, I can walk you guys through that on how to basically download it. Brandon Boyd has an amazing step-by-step system on how to add that on. So if you guys watch his sessions on Mastering Cash Trap, he goes through those types of things. But it's very, very simple, guys. If you just go to your IM Academy, so IM Academy, im.academy, go to your personal settings and then just hit upgrade. You can add the Hourglass app on for $20. Now, that's just $20 for the entire month. And to be completely honest, after tonight, guys, you probably can make $20 in your first trade, you know, by yourself in your first couple hours. So it's only $20, and that gives you the entire month, guys, to trade whenever you want. But it's located on the hourglass.im. Now, the way Hourglass and the way Cash Trap works, guys, is basically Cash Trap will give you either an up or down arrow. So I want to take either an up or down arrow based upon the different trends. So if price is trending, guys, so to kind of break down what trend means, this is very simple here. An uptrend is when the market, when price is moving like this. It's moving up, and then it kind of has a little bit of a pullback, and then it starts moving up again, and then pulls back, and then starts moving up again. So let's look at that in real time. Let's look at Hourglass. Let's look at Cash Trap. Here is a good example of an uptrend. So you see how price started moving in this direction? Well, that, guys, right there is an uptrend. So during an uptrend, you want to look for up arrows. So the arrows, guys, on Cash Trap is basically there's an algorithm behind the arrow that me and the developers came up with that will give you guys trade setups where you can follow either an up or down arrow. But you're gonna have a lot more success knowing that price is either moving in an uptrend or maybe it's moving in a downtrend. See right here, you guys can see it was moving in a downtrend. Now every 5 minutes, new trade setups come out. So that's when this will all refresh and new trades will come out. Now, during the downtrend, you want to look for a down arrow. When the market, guys, is moving more side to side, so an example of that would be, let's see here, right here. Perfect. It's moving more side to side. When the market is moving side to side, you can take up or down arrows. So Cash Trap will give you guys either a down arrow for a put or an up arrow for a call. So right now we're getting an up arrow on GBP odd. We're also getting one on Euro CAD. So right now there's an up arrow on Euro CAD and there's a down arrow on NZD USD. So over here on the right-hand side, guys, these are all of the different pairs that you can trade and you can see setups on. Now for me, guys, my favorite two pairs are USD JPY and Euro USD. So Euro USD and USD JPY. Those are my two favorite pairs. And the reason why they're my two favorite pairs is because they work the best with my strategy. Those are the two pairs that work the best. Coming in second and third best, because Euro USD and USD JPY are kind of tied for my favorite. I'd say Euro JPY is a favorite. And then that's really it. Euro JPY is really all I look for. The rest of these pairs, guys, are customer favorites. I know odd USD is a customer favorite. GBP USD, GBP odd, GBP JPY is also going to be added very, very soon for you guys. But again, it's just very simple to follow because all you really have to do is either follow the up or down arrow. And I'm going to teach you guys how to take really good trade setups using Cash Trap. Now, during an uptrend, there are different points of either resistance or support. Now, to use this in real time, so if this is an uptrend, guys, what you want to look for is either past resistances for future support for basically entries. So let's say we know that this is working in an uptrend, right? Well, you guys can see here, there's some red lines. There's a red line here and there's a red line here. Well, what I like to do is I like to put my mouse over these red lines and then way over here on the right-hand side, there's a number that will display. So right now on Euro USD at 772, there was a past resistance that can now be a future support for an up arrow. So if we were to get an up arrow, guys, on Euro USD, I would want to take an entry at, it looks like 773. So I'd want to wait for price to come down to 773, and then I'd want to take that up arrow because this is in a uptrend. Now, that just basically is saying, if you guys look here, so price came up, touched the resistance, came down to the support, came up, made a new resistance, but look at this. It came back down to a past resistance that now is a support to continue up. So whenever you see this, guys, that's how you can find entries. That's how you can look for areas for possible trade opportunities. Now let's go into the currency strength meter. Now the currency strength meter, guys, is very, very simple. All you have to think about and all you have to look for is two things. Listen very, very carefully. If top is bigger than bottom, you're looking for an up arrow. If bottom is stronger than top, you are looking for a down arrow. And this is why. So Euro USD, let's take this as an example. The euro right now is represented by a 40 strength. So euro 40, US dollar 9. Simple to understand. Euro 40 is bigger than USD 9. So up arrow. Now to kind of break this down so you guys can really understand, 1 euro equals a certain amount of US dollars? Well, the 1 never changes. So if that 1 is stronger than the US dollars, it's going to take more of those US dollars to acquire that euro. So that means price is going to be moving up. Opposite of that, guys, let's look at USDJPY. US dollar 7, which is represented by 1 US dollar, equaling this amount of Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is 14. Well, 14 is more than 7, so you'd want to look for a down arrow. In this particular setup right here, I would have just hovered my mouse over this red line right here, which is 745, or I'd go over this red line right here, which is 759, and also this support right here, which is 745. So basically, guys, what I would personally do right now on USDJPY is I would look, let's just look here, for a 745, so price is at 746. Might have just missed it. Looks like price has came to 750. So I'd say if price comes to 746 or higher, I will take this for a 3-minute put. I'm gonna have my platform up over here so I know I can watch. Now the market, guys, on Sundays moves very, very slow.
USDJPY.
So what we want to make sure, guys, is that we want to make sure that we're disciplined, we're careful, and we take good trade setup, because the market will move slow. So right there, I did enter though at 746 because we got the down arrow. We have the resistance at 745, and we also have the yen stronger than the dollar. So this right here is a decent trade setup. It's not an amazing trade setup. It's really, guys, just a pretty decent trade setup. Now, for everyone that's brand new, this is how trades will be called out during the week. I will call this out right here. USDJPY, time limit 3 minutes. I entered at 746. And I'll press the put button here. So US dollar, Japanese yen, 3-minute put 746. You'll get a pop-up. So that is what we look for. So you would want to look for 746 or higher and then take the put. Now, again, this is I'll get into the point system here in a second, but this is an okay trade setup. It's not a guaranteed trade setup, but I do like it. It looks like price might have hit somewhat of a support here and might be kind of reversing, but you know, I do like this trade setup though. So I entered, and all that has to happen now is price just has to be lower than 647 in the next couple minutes here. I expire at 39.44, so 39.44. Again, guys, you can see. You can see the expiration up here in the top right. The number matches here with this number. So at this number, all that has to happen is price needs to be lower than our red line. So it went down. All that has to happen is price has to stay down. And if it stays down, we clear the trade. So real quick, before we continue here, guys, tonight, let me know if this is making sense. Type some $signs in the chat if this is all making sense real quick.
It's good you recorded because you can go over it a few times.
This is first time I've ever had we went this detail.
This is so good.
Yeah.
So it looks like the middle line was at 750. So 750 was, and I like to sometimes look at this middle band right here. So this middle band, guys, acts as sometimes a resistance. So when price kind of comes up to the middle band or down to the middle band, that can act as either a resistance or a support. And it really depends on where you're at in the market. So when the market is moving down like this, the middle band can act as a resistance. So if you guys cleared USD
cleared,
JPY, guys, let me know. Type some dollar
did it.
signs in the chat. Looks like a lot of people did. Type some dollar signs in the chat, guys, if you guys
he made
cleared.
42,000. He did 55,000 on a trade and made 42 grand.
I cleared that, guys.
He told us to hit it right here.
$91,300. Let's go.
And they cashed out right here.
So now price is giving a call, but this is where I wouldn't take this trade setup because of a couple different things. So write these things down right now. The currency strength meter right now. Again, the US dollar is 16, the Japanese yen is 29. Well, 29 is larger than 16, so I'd want to look for only down arrows. Secondly, price. So these boxes, guys, represent price. They represent where the market has moved in a certain amount of time. Each box right now, guys, represents 5 minutes. So each box is 5 minutes. Blue means it went up. Red means it went down. And it means, so if it's blue, so this blue box right here means it went up from here to here. Red means it went from here to here. So if you guys look here, it was red, 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 blue, red, blue, red, red. Now, all of these boxes are below this middle line. So these three, let's just go like this. Let's see if I can do this. Let me just do this quick, just so you guys can see for right now. It's nice and thick. Maybe I could ask them to do this.
So what happens if I hit OK right here?
For us.
Yeah.
Because the middle band does help. And a lot of times that's what I look for when I'm looking for a either resistance or support.
So that's the trade idea.
So as you guys can see here, when price crossed through the middle band, that kind of signified now a downtrend. And then as you guys can see here, it came down, touched, came down, almost touched, and then now it's continuing down. And that goes with the currency strength meter. So whenever I see price below the middle bands, guys, a lot of the times, if currency strength is going with that, I'm gonna look for a down arrow. Opposite of that, if price is above those and I'm getting an up arrow and the top is stronger than the bottom, I'm gonna look for an up arrow. So that's kind of what I look for, guys, when looking at cash trap. And that's kind of just a simple way of looking at it. Obviously, you know, those, there's other ways to look at this, but that's kind of just a simple way, is basically looking for the arrow with the currency strength meter. So let's look at another setup here, Euro USD. Euro USD, we got the euro stronger than the dollar, and we're getting an up arrow. Well, I wouldn't want to take this trade unless it was at 770 or potentially 765, but it couldn't come all the way down to 761. Now, where did I get those entries? Well, I got those entries because there's a resistance here at 770. There's a green line right here, which is 766. And then the middle band is around the 750s. So for me, if I'm looking at this as an easy way of trading, I've seen that price crossed up the middle band. It's kind of touching. If price is going to go up, I want to make sure that I'm taking an entry, around those areas. Right now, price is at 782. So that's not anywhere near 770. So I'd wait for 770, 766, or like I said, 750s. And that's kind of how, guys, I would use cash trap to trade in that simplified way. So if that makes sense, real quick, guys, if that makes sense, here, it's saying my picture is in the way. If that makes sense, guys, go ahead, type 333 in the chat. This is being recorded. You guys can come back and watch this as many times as you want, but that is how I use cash trap when I'm looking for trade setups kind of fast, or I'm just kind of looking for them. And that is the simple way of using it. So we went over the trends, when to go in for either an up or down arrow. Here's a good illustration of uptrend consolidation, downtrend, consolidation. So basically, guys, there's three types. There's uptrend, consolidation, and then downtrend. And like I said, if price is below the Bollinger Bands or below the three middle lines, I'm looking for down arrows. If it's above, I'm looking for up arrows. But I'm also looking at that currency strength meter to find good entries. And I'm waiting for those arrows. Now, this was the currency pairs there on the right-hand side. Prices, strength. Now, let's get into the point system. Well, to understand the point system, you need to understand where you can collect points. Now, 3 points, guys, equals a good trade. 4 is a great trade. 5 or more is an amazing trade setup. So for a put or for a down arrow, this is how I would collect the points. First way is the arrow. The arrow is worth 1 point. Next, I go to the currency strength meter. So just like I went over, I said arrow, currency strength. That is how I find trade setups. Well, those are the first 2 ways to find points in the point system. Now, normally, I would tell people to wait until they have 3 points in order to take a trade. 3 or more in order to take a trade. So the first way is the arrow. So let's go over to the platform here again. And then let's go like this. So arrow down is 1 point. Currency strength is also 1 point. Now, in order to get a point for a down arrow, again, the bottom has to be stronger than the top in order to get a point. Now, if it's opposite, you have to take away a point. So 1 for the arrow, -1 because the top is stronger than the bottom, so you're at 0 points. Is price around the red Bollinger Bands? It is not. So that's not a point. Price is at a red resistance line. It is not. It's no point. Then we move down to here. Is there an S right here? If you follow my mouse all the way down, is there an S? There is not. No point. Cross down through the red line. There is not. No point. Cross down the RSI. There is not. No point. So you would not take this down red arrow. That, guys, is just really the simple way of using the point system with Cash Trap. Now, here is a good example of some points. Well, let's look at USDJPY. Down arrow, 1 point. Currency strength beater, 1 point. Price touching the middle bands, 1 point. This is crossed up right now, so that's not a point. We don't have an S, and we don't have a cross down here. So right now, guys, this is basically, well, and price is at a red resistance line. So this is actually a 4-point trade. This is a great trade setup at 750 on USDJPY. So USDJPY is at a great trade setup right now at 750. Price is at 750. Looks like prices came all the way up to 753. This is where the difference for me is where I'll take a trade. So even though I try to wait for it to kind of, if it's here and Cash Trap is saying that that's a good trade, but I see that it's gone up just a little bit farther, well, this is where I'm looking to take those entries or better. So I just took 752. Let me go back here.
Yeah, let's see if it's 752.
Took that for a put.
752, we're at 748.
He just took it though, right?
Yeah, no, but right now it's at
And the reason why is because, like I said, down arrow, touching the resistance, touching the middle band. Now this is crossing down and the currency strength meter. So if we go back to the point system,
you gotta take it
5 points is the best type of trade setup.
Yeah, I was already going down.
If we get more than that, it's just added confirmation.
Okay. 750.
So this is potentially, guys, a 5-point trade setup right now. So again, if that makes sense,
take it, yeah. Okay.
Type some dollar signs in the chat.
Okay. So now
this is just a training session, guys. This is not a full-blown just trading session. This is more for just learning, guys, tonight. But hopefully you guys can come back to this session and really, really learn how to master Cash Trap.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you guys, this is what I've used now for over 2 years, and it's life-changing. And it's definitely, I mean, real quick, is it worth $20, guys? If it's worth $20, type $20 in the chat.
If you win, yeah.
If Cash Trap is worth $20, type $20 in the chat for these guys, just so they can know.
When do I stop?
If you've made $20 using it, type 777 in the chat. If you've made $20, guys, using it, type some sevens in the chat. 777 in the chat. So there's so many 20s coming in that they haven't had a chance to get to the 777s yet.
So I want the number to go up.
But yes, we got that down arrow. We collected the points. A lot of people will ask me, well, how do you find the entry? And again, how I find the entry is I always put my mouse by either the red line or the middle bands, or I'm looking at the, if it's opposite of something like that, I'm looking at the green bands or the red bands. But I just cleared, guys, USDJPY. If you did also, type some $signs in the chat. Let me know. Type some $signs in the chat, guys. If you cleared USDJPY, I just cleared again 2-0 on a training session, guys. Another $91,300. So tonight alone, just on a training session, 2-0. Obviously cleared the that's how you collect the points right there. This up arrow, this is where you wouldn't take this, just because, like I said, the yen is stronger. We're not getting any other confirmations for this up arrow. Can this work up? Of course this can work up. The algorithm, guys, behind this, a lot of times, even though we don't have the points, this still can work up. So if we do get an up arrow like this, a lot of the times, guys, that's when you will actually see price still go up.
I know, but I'm just trying to,
and that's when you know you can look for a good down entry or a good down play or something like that. But that, guys, is the point system. Obviously, opposite of put is call. So let's look for an up arrow with everything else kind of going the same direction. Here's NZD USD, guys. Right here. This would have been a potential point system trade. Let's collect them together here while we can. So up arrow, that's 1 point.
193. So you need
this support right here would be 2 points.
You got to clear 300.
Cross up would be 3 points. NZD being stronger than the dollar would be 4 points. So this particular trade right here, guys, would have been a 4-point trade. The next candle came out, and it looks like it gave a down arrow. As you guys can see now, prices are down. But that right there, guys, was an example for a up arrow and what to look for. Again, price is above the middle line. Now it's below the middle line. So this might be where you want to start looking for some down arrows if this is going to continue to keep working down. Now, let's get into some a little bit crazy things and what I, kind of some next level type of looking at Cash Trap. So let's look at USDJPY. So for me personally, guys, I like to watch these bands. And when I'm looking at these bands, guys, here's what I look for. And this might not make sense to you guys right away, but let's just look at it this way, okay?
Done.
So I'm not going to be able to obviously turn my arms like this, but let's pretend like, this is the market. These are the bands, right? Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. Well, when they're moving just parallel, I like looking for up or down arrows. When they flare out like this, when they flare out, a lot of times price will run up the Bollinger Band or it will run down the Bollinger Band. So let's look at that as an example. So right here, guys, it's moving side to side. So you get the up arrow, down arrow, down arrow, up arrow, down arrow. You take up or down arrows. When they start to open up, See how these opened up? Well, price was above. Look what happened. It rode the Bollinger Band. Right now, it looks like price, or I'm sorry, the Bollinger Band is running kind of side to side. It's not flaring out. So most likely, the down arrow, guys, will right and it will go down. See, when they open up, though, a lot of times price will ride that Bollinger Band. Opens up, rides the Bollinger Band. Opens up, rides the Bollinger Band. Side to side, a lot of times it'll just keep respecting inside the Bollinger Band. Opens up, rides it. Opens up, rides it. So hopefully you guys can kind of see this right now, but that's really what I look for when I'm trying to find some good setups. Right now on USDJPY, guys, this is a great setup. But for me personally, I would wait 4 minutes. And the reason for that is because price is kind of making its way up right now.
4 minutes?
And it's kind of continued to work up.
4 minutes. Could you get a new signal on 4 minutes?
And I'm willing to bet now after this candle ends, a new one's going to open, and then you're going to get another down arrow. And at that time, this will cross down, this will cross down, and you most likely will get an S or a B. You'll get an S for the sell. So this will end up being 1 point for the put on the next candle here. When the next candle opens in 3 minutes and 25 seconds, it'll be 1 for the down arrow. It'll be 2 for the cross down, 3 for the cross down, 4 for the sell, 5 for the currency strength meter. And if price comes into the 770s, that'll be in the Bollinger Band. So that'll be 7 points. I'm sorry, 6 points, guys. Well, actually, too, there's resistance right here in the mid 770s. So in all reality, guys, this could end up being a 7-point setup at 775 in the next 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So let's go over how I found that again.
Same one.
Resistance right here, guys, this red line at 775, also at 783. Over the next couple minutes, guys, if price kind of comes up into that area, the new candle opens up, we get a down arrow, we could take that trade. That could be a successful put. That could be another successful trade setup. So we'll have the down arrow, Bollinger Bands, resistance, cross down, sell, currency strength, 7-point trade setup. If price comes up into that area over the next couple minutes. That is how I look for trade setups. Bonus, guys, max 200. Should give you 200% on all platforms. All right, let's see here. All righty. So there's a minute and 30 seconds, guys. This will be my last trade setup of the night. I'm gonna wait for this to be done here in the next couple minutes. I got my platform up over here, guys. If I get the down arrow here, I'm going to take a put. So I'm looking at the 780 area and then looking for down arrow.
780. So right now we're at 768.
I would like to show this to you guys in real time of how I find a setup. So I have my platform up over here, guys.
Yeah, if the arrow comes in.
Once this candle is done here in 1 minute, that is when I'm going to look for that setup.
This is how easy it is to copy and paste. You copy and paste the trade ideas.
If it does
2 for 2 right
that
now.
point, and I still get the down arrow, I'm still going to take it. I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for this candle to end. The Japanese yen is still stronger.
And then he'll tell us if it take it or not.
So over here, guys, is how you can see how long a candle has left. Now, another reason why I'm waiting is because it's about to be the hour. And usually at the hour, since price has been working up, this is when we might get a reversal. So that's another market structure type of thing that I look for when I'm trying to look for trade setups. a lot of times at the 30s and the hours, the market will kind of change and go the opposite way. So down arrow on USDJPY. Right now, price is at 765. I'm just going to enter at 765. I'd like to wait, until price came up to like 767. That's kind of where I would have liked to get in at.
We're gonna go for put in just a minute.
Because that's the better trade setup. So I'm just going to say that.
You can. I'm
You
gonna wait
guys,
just a minute. I'm gonna go
767.
Okay. 760.
That's where the setup is. That's where I would have looked for, just because that's kind of a little bit higher than where it was at. Obviously, price could run back up to 770. That's obviously the best setup. But how this is really kind of set up right now, we got the down arrow, we got almost got the cross down, currency strength.
When we're not in profit, he tells us to roll over.
Yeah. So that's
right now we're in profit.
basically, guys. This is not quite a 7-point setup because it's not touching up here. It didn't come to 774. That's what I would have looked for, guys. Is 774 would have been, where that resistance mark was. It looks like it almost did, but it didn't quite get there.
In 1 point less.
But and also price hasn't even really moved yet. So really, this is where you could run into having to roll it over once. Which I'll say, guys, roll over once if needed. Rollover is featured in the bottom right-hand corner, guys.
You're still in profit.
The bottom right-hand corner is over here, down here.
Are we out of profit, D?
We can roll over. We're gonna roll over.
Are we out of profit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm rolling.
Wait, I'm still in profit. So I'm
Down
good?
here, guys, in the bottom right-hand corner. Again, only do that, guys, a max of 2 times. Don't
Right here?
do that more than 2 times. So I only do it twice, and the reason for that is because you want to make sure that you're using proper risk management. After those 2 times, it's just not worth it. The trade should go your way within 12 minutes. There's always 1 or 2 trades, guys, that will go the wrong way. So you just want to make sure that you are unemotional trading. We don't hold on to setups. Sometimes, guys, setups just won't go the right way. This particularly, like I said, could go to 775 and then be set up for that 7-point trade setup. Looks like the dollar.
You couldn't do
My
it.
mouth is dry. The dollar is the same strength now as the yen, so this could run a risk of continuing to kind of work up into that 780 area where that other resistance zone is before coming back down. So,
but it has to be within.
This is a great learning lesson though. I'm still in it, and I have until 5:15 for these trade setups. And a lot of times, guys, it's not a matter of if the trade will go down, it's just a matter of when. And for this particular setup, this might take another 5 minutes. It might take 1 more rollover in order for it to drop. So for the purpose of what we're trying to do here, guys, I'm just going to roll it over. Please don't take 2 trade setups. I wanted to take it because I called this out, so I'm doing that for you guys. Don't ever take 2 trades like this close to each other. There's just no point. I mean, this is within 2 points of each other. The reason why I did it is because I wanted to make sure I entered at the same setup that I called out on Go Live, because I want to make sure I clear. Or I want to make sure if I lose with you guys. And I don't want to.
You can't wait till the last minute to do a rollover.
I did 765 initially because I got the down arrow, but then I called out 767 right here. So I did roll over 1 more time. That expires at 11:15. I'm thinking here now in the next 45 seconds, that's when this thing's going to drop in this next candlestick. We'll find out here in about 40 seconds. But let me know, guys, if you guys have learned something tonight. Again, go ahead, type 333 in the chat, guys, if you have been able to learn something.
So we're at 6 minutes.
It seems like they've gotten the platforms fixed. Let's knock on wood.
That's weird.
Platforms have been working tonight, so that's good. And let's hope that they stay that way for the rest of the week. I do believe I did get confirmation the other night that everything should be working.
But he said 770.
Yeah. Took it at 670.
So getting another down arrow. Price should make its way down now. So I'll stay on, guys, until these trades clear. Again, I'm not going to roll it over again, but this could be one of those
So,
opportunities that
As it's
end
moving,
up
if it
running up
crossed that
farther.
red line at any
And that's
moment,
fine.
you lose.
No.
You know, like I said,
This
one or
whole
two
thing has
trades
been up like that,
some of the
right?
times we'll do that.
He's expecting
And
it to
I just
tank
wanted
though.
you guys to be aware of that. And that's why I don't roll
Right.
trade
You're-
more
you're-
than
you're
twice,
losing
because
right now. If-
Yeah, I'm
sometimes
losing.
that just
Right now, I'm
happens, and
winning.
you don't want to lose
I'm not
too
winning.
much
But
on trades that do that.
I was able to do
These
a
are not
rollover. He
losses
said do a
yet,
rollover. Sometimes you got to
but,
buy more time.
Yeah, if we can get price to drop,
And I
we
was
will
able
win.
to buy
Otherwise,
time twice.
you know, like I said, this could end up working out.
Mm.
Right now, it's a 1, 2, potential 3, almost 3-ish
So if I
trade right
called
now.
and it stayed up,
3-point setup.
If you hit call,
Never got to that 7 points
if you hit
because
call,
it didn't
like right
ever
now.
hit that resistance
No,
with the
you're
down
expecting
arrow,
it to go
cross
up,
down,
right.
cross down,
No.
sell, currency strength
he
meter.
predicted it going down.
So we never
So-
officially got that 7-point
right. So if
setup
I hit
that we were looking for.
put, that means
That
it's
was a
gonna go down.
potential.
If it's the-
It's going down. Yeah. See now I'm in
But,
profit.
You know,
It's going
as
back
of
and up and up and
right
up.
now, it's a
So
1,
if you would have done a
2,
second one right here
potential
Yeah.
3,
at 773,
3-point setup.
you probably would clear it. But right now it's
So my trades
it's supposed to be
expire at
tanking.
11:15. Right now it is 6:45. So I have about 4-ish minutes.
At a put,
Yeah, don't do that. But it's dropping.
So let's close out the session, guys, with the new song that came out.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, shout out there, man. What? Bag of dip. Hey. Clear a tray, get a bag, that's some fat, that's profits. Got a J in my strat, that's some fat, that's profits. Matty pips, cash traps, that's some fat, that's profits. Got million meals, sniper moves, that's some fat, that's profits. Clear a tray, get a bag, that's some fat, that's profits. Got a J in my strat, that's some fat, that's profits. Matty pips, cash traps, that's some fat, that's profits. Got million meals, sniper moves, that's some fat, that's profits. Get in your bag and I dip. My forks fun in a trip. I won a couple millis sitting in my broker. When I do it, I'll know that I'm rich. I gotta keep getting the cheddar. I'm trading with pros, ain't no one better. Yeah. Shout out to Evan Cabral, sitting the mall. Get in for a put, wait for it to fall. 500 to a fortune. Lambo trucks, Ralph Lauren. Screwing 9 to 5, I'm working overtime. I want the 1% small portion. I hope that you know this isn't a joke. This is serious cash, get up in the dance, ain't no excuse to be broke. Clear a trade, get a bag, that's some fat, that's profits. Got a J in my strap, that's some fat, that's profits. Matty pips, cash traps, that's some fat, that's profits. Got million meals, sniper moves, that's some fat, that's profits. Shout out my boy Tyler Sorensen, he got that residual income. Yeah, full time, full ranks, trading, making 10K a month and then some. Young, rich, and hungry. Swap making
But yeah,
money.
1 minute,
Eating good, crypto wallet getting chubby.
1 minute,
Hop on, check the factory, work the market like a casualty, clear a couple thousand casually, finding my freedom financially, break it down like anatomy, increasing my mental capacity, going up, no gravity. Popping ranks in the academy. Quit my job, my boss got mad at me. Call me the king, your majesty.
Have to be at least 45 seconds left in the race.
No, run it back. Clear a trade, get a bag, that's some fat, profits. Got a J in my strat, that's some fat, profits. Matty pips, cash traps, that's some fat, profits. Got million meals, sniper moves, that's some fat, profits. Clear a trade, get a bag, that's some fat, profits. Got a J in my strat, that's some fat, profits. Matty pips, cash traps, that's some fat, profits. Got million meals, sniper moves, that's some fat, profits.
See, when it came all the way up here, right here, Jay, when it came up here,
is that right?
when it came up here, he did another one. He did another put because he knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So this today before training, so usually he doesn't like
Go
that.
get 'em. Got them red and green arrows. That's that cash trap. No more trading on the demo. Got cash trap. Make it count ever zero. Got cash trap. Confirmations, cause I'm thorough. Cash trap. Got them red and green arrows. Cash trap. No more trading on the demo. I got cash trap. Make it count ever zero. Got cash trap. Cash trap 2.0. Once I start, then I can't stop. Call to put in then I'll wait for that best. Compound till I got a lot. Started out with 3%. All I want is profit. Started trading, now I'm dead. Let's go. I'm trading. If you ain't signing up, then I'm fading. Oh, you fading? I had to get that 2.0 because one was too outdated. Made it to bullet counts. Like which one I'ma trade? Got them red and green arrows. No more trade. Demo. Make it count. Ever zero. Confirmations cause I'm thorough. Got them red and green arrows. No more trade.
All right, guys. So I want to show you why this is one of those great setups. I'm about to clear here, guys. If you guys clear, I just cleared $297,000. Let's go. $10 signs, guys. If you guys cleared that trade, let's go. So, guys, basically, we got that down arrow, right? We got the sell, we got the cross down, we got the cross down, we got the Japanese yen stronger. That is why we just saw that thing.
It's not staying silent. His is moving down. So I got to win.
So it took a little bit. Like I said, it's Sunday.
But it's like it's weird. Like you don't
slow,
think like it's crashing again.
But that thing.
But our trade is in. We gonna get
went the right way. Okay. And at the end of the day, guys, we went 100%. You know, we didn't even lose a trade.
So the order was 1.
I ended up clearing 5 for 5. So if you guys are on here, if you guys cleared, type some dollar signs in the chat. Let me know how your guys' night went. Type your payouts in the chat. Let's close this session out, guys. I will see you Tuesday for the Tuesday night apprentice night. Let's go.
That's big though. That's big, yeah.
Currency is based strong, so I'm gon' clear it for show. Shout out Matty Pips, that's my man. Selling the resistance, just using Bollinger Bands. I'm like, man.
Our screen is jacked up, but let's see where we at. We went in profit. Should have closed out.
Bitch can't trade like me. Nope, do it
You won, huh?
I know you ain't paid like me unless you got that.
We hit 2 right here. Yeah, we made our bread. But he don't, so we're gonna
make it count ever zero. I got cash, confirmations, cause I'm thorough. Got them red and green arrows. No more trading on the demo. I got cash, make it count ever zero. I got cash, confirmations, cause I'm thorough. She tryna live what I'm doing. I was like, go what's your winner? She tryna see what I've been on since I upgraded, traded from coming. She wants the currency, she got 1.0 cause it's a classic. SRTs and currencies from practice. The sleeve on my purpose is massive. With the bits like my chicken glass. You know I can't be moving average. When in these streets like it's magic. I'm back on the rise. I got trade, I paid. We got different trades, different trading views. With the crew, thinking about the next trade, we gon' get to it. Got the betting green arrow. Cash trap, no one trade.
All right, y'all. That's how simple it is. Let me show y'all firsthand. Let me show you firsthand what we do here. Let me show y'all firsthand right here. This is today. We did 2 trades with this guy. These are the 2 trades. This is how much it was. $84 trade. We made $139. We did another trade for $141.
All right, guys, you guys have a great night.
We made $227.
We killed the market. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit
He
tonight.
went 4 for 0.
You know, that was a setup. You know, I showed you guys what rollovers look like. I showed you how the market should move with our trading platform and how it all works, guys. That Fat Profit song, it's not out yet. You know, the guy basically just gave me that song to be able to play, but it's going to be available on all platforms, guys, very, very soon. But you guys have a great night. Tuesday night, for everyone that's brand new, is going to be apprentice night. So It is not really me trading. I'm on there. I might call some trades, but it is more meant for the apprentices, guys, that I want to help become educators. So with that being said, I just want you guys to know that if you're on that session, it might be a little bit confusing. Please let your team know, educate your team that it is an apprentice night. But tonight, guys, 5-0, let's go. Let's have a great week. I believe that the platforms are fixed. They said that they did. And tonight was a clean, we started the week 5-0. So let's have a great week, guys. I'll see you Tuesday, and peace out.
Okay, everybody. Today, he called 4 trades. He went 4 for 0. His last trade, he made $259,000. We're not trading. We're not there yet, but we will be. But we took 2 of his trades. And out of the 2 trades that we took, we did an order for $84. That brought us back $139. We did another trade for $141. That was when we had to do 2 rollovers. So we did an $84 trade with 2 rollovers. So it took the trade to $141. That paid us out $227. So today we made, let me tell you what we made on our money. The account that we're trading out on, we started with 16, let me tell you here. We started with 1677. So if you take 1677 and you minus 1818, we made $141. $141 in less than an hour. That gives us, let me tell you how much that gives us. That gives us 8%. We did 8% on our money. That's all we're looking to do, is to make 8% on our money. That's it, 8% a day. When we do 100 sessions at 8%, we're going to have, starting at an account at 1677, today we started tracking this, and we're going to be doing this live, full transparency. My wife and I, at the end of 100 sessions, 100 of these, we're going to have $3.3 million.
Hallelujah.
That's my wife. We can use the 3.3 in the bank.
We can use that, baby.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want that. So that's it. So we did 2 trades. We ended up making $141. That's a little over 8%. And we're done for the day. That's it. We're done. Now, we got 3 trainers, 3 educators like him we use. He's one. There's another one that we use at 9 o'clock in the morning. Her name is Millie Mill. This is her right here. When you get this academy and this platform, I'm going to show you the educators. Her name is Millie Mill. On Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, she's at 9 o'clock. She does the same thing we just saw. Once we get 8%, we get out of there. These traders that we've identified on this platform, the 3 that we trade with, over the last 2 years have averaged over 80%. I think the lowest that Maddie's had in the last year was 1 month he did like 79%. But Maddie Pips, the guy we were just on with right now, so far this month, it just got better, but this month, he is, let me show you. I could better show you than tell you. This month, he is 84-8 from the 3rd of January to the 22nd of January, which was like Thursday or Friday of last week. He's 54-8 with an 87% rate. Today, he went 4 for 4, 100%. Now, he's not a magician. He's not a genie. It's not magic. He's not going to hit 100% of the time. But we like trading with him because verified, consistent, he's over 80%. And over 80%, it allows us to make 8% a session with him. So at 8 out of 10 sessions with him, we're going to get our 8%. We're going to get it. Now, what we do is after 100 sessions, do you look at the trade? Like today, he made $259,000 on that one trade. Do you know that after 100 sessions, you'll be trading $167,000 on the trade? Now, let me show you what $167,000 looks like on the trade. Let me show you your profit. So if you go 167,000, your profit on that trade in 3 minutes is 130,260. Some people, it takes 5 years to make that. 5 years at $30,000 a year. So when we do that, my wife and I, we take about 20% and we're going to go bless people and help people win and teach them this, because in less than an hour, we cleared $141,000. My partner sitting right next to me, Jalal, he cleared $127. First day of trading, $127. He's committed to the system. He's in. He's gonna follow the 8% rule. He's gonna only trade with the traders. We're going to grow our accounts to the millions in the next 3 to 4 months, because we're going to be trading with 3 different traders. Let me show you who we're trading with. Millie Mills. Some of us had traded with her last week, and she was fantastic. She was at over 80% last week. Incredible. She trades 9 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. See, when you have the subscription for the academy, all you do is hit the link and it goes live and you see him live. That's it. That's it. So we got Millie Mill, who's who we're going to trade with. The second person we trade with, our number one superstar, the guy we just got off with, Matthew Thayer, AKA Matty Pips. He trades Sunday. This is a training session. Usually his sessions are 20 or 30 minutes long when it comes to the get paid sessions, because he just comes in, he gives us the trades and keeps it moving. On Sundays, he takes his time, he does training. It's for new people and everything else. But anybody can trade with him anytime, because all you got to do is copy and paste and be able to listen. So there's no trading with him tomorrow. And then he has an apprentice night on Tuesday. Now his apprentice night are his proteges. He's trained some people to do it. So he calls out some trades, and so does his apprentice. Last week on the apprentice trade, we went 5 for 0, 5 wins, 0 losses. Matty called out 2 trades, and then 3 of his apprentices each called out 1 trade, and he went 5 for 0. Then on the get paid sessions, he went 15 and 2 last week. We ate good. That's another trader. So those are 2 traders. And our third trader is Nez Vasquez. Nez Vasquez actually trained Matty. When Matty first got into business and he was copying and pasting, you remember he said he was copying and pasting Nez Vasquez. This is him. Nez Vasquez trades only Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6 o'clock. So we trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 6, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at 9 a.m. And then on Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, we trade at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's very simple. This is not a game. This is not a joke. And we're going to be building a massive network. So, and all we go in this business is 3 wide. So that means we place everybody underneath people. We're a builder. We're a builder. We're networkers. We're promoters. So when you get in, and we're going to build underneath you. As you win, just copy and paste, put on Instagram or whatever the case is, just show that and say, look, I made $227. Within a year, everybody will be here if you stay disciplined. Just on a $500 account, you'll be a millionaire trader. A millionaire, a million. Just think today. Let's just say we did $1,000 a trade, we would have made, we hit 2 trades, we would have made $1,600 today almost. A little bit under 1,600. Okay? So this is the proof that it works. This is our payout. That's profit. We did 2 trades. We stayed disciplined. You see this is it. This is real. I can't guarantee that you're going to have results. This is not a guarantee. I'm disclaiming right now that you are not going to win every trade, and then I'm not disclaiming. I'm just showing you facts of what we're doing. And if you'd like to join us, I'd like to have you with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Get back with the person that sent you this video, and let's get making money.